it through with somebody, get their opinion, or at least just talk it out. Just airing it will make you feel better. And don't let the expectations of life and the pressure get you down. Like, just don't forget to just stay in that moment. You have to remember that worrying too much in general, even about the smallest of things, can do such a major impact on our bodies. It releases stress hormones called cortisone, and that can create anxiety. It can give you heart palpitations, make you have the sweats, you know, it can increase your blood pressure. And then actually you have to think about that in a bigger picture. That can then increase your chances of heart attacks and strokes. You know, you don't want to make yourself ill. And then, you know, I think you're one of them, but you know, you get stressed and you get IBS, don't you? And it makes you have like awful bowel problems, and that's not healthy in the slightest, because you can actually worry yourself ill, which is not good. And then you can like develop, in the mental strain, you can develop depression. This can make you really depressed. And I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair that this day and age, and we're still worrying after everything is so easy. It's almost so easy that we worry.
Yeah. And
it's the expectation of life. Like, we're expected to go have a career. We're expected to go and have a nice car. I think it's a bit of a keeping up with the Joneses kind of attitude. And I think we all have to remember, you know what? It's okay. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Just be happy. Make mini goals. Make achievable mini goals. So then you will get your end game. You know, whatever your end game is. But make sure you make these mini goals so you can actually go, oh, I got that. Like, what are you going to do? Say, you know, like, we go out and we go, you know what, we're going to fill our freezer up this Christmas. It's going to be a full freezer. That's a mini goal. We're excited about that. But until then, you know what, we're going to go to Aldi. We've you know, little things out. We've made a real big goal was to prove that we can save money on our shopping bill. Because that was doing my head in. Because this guy can eat, everybody.
Yeah, it's just
he
me.
likes to eat.
Only me, yeah.
Just him. You know, and I went to Aldi, I changed my shopping bill, it saved me £100, you know, just doing that little shop around. And now I feel that's a little achievable mini goal. I've achieved that. Together we've said, no, we're going to make a big decision, stop all the online shopping, we're going to walk into Aldi and get what we want. My freezer is always full. It's great. So that's a little mini goal. You know, these goals will work. You just make achievable small goals and don't dwell. If you don't achieve it first time, if you don't do it first time, it's not the end. Don't worry about it. Like, oh, I've messed up my diet, I'm just going to eat for a week. No, it's fine. Just draw a line under it. Not a problem. You're a human being. Have a chocolate bar. Was it nice? Good for you. Draw a line under it. Start again. Now, back on it. Crack on.
Just like the DCU, start again.
Just start again.
And it'll be fine. But this time, do it properly.
Yeah. But yeah, to round that off, it's the expectations of life and the pressure today is really, really high. And I do worry about like the next generation, like our siblings' generation's gonna find it hard. That's like a 4-year gap, and our children, it's gonna be hard work. And you know, and I appreciate that we worry about that, like, and that's mad. So we have to remember that. Don't let that factor in. Don't always be looking for the future. Don't over worry yourself. Everything is so accessible yet so expensive. So why worry about it in the first place? And maybe we should just stop following trends and chasing unachievable goals. Thus, we'll then stop overlooking what we already have and just be grateful and enjoy that moment for longer.
I think that's a lovely thing to say, and I think that's a lovely way to finish it. Really, yeah. I mean, you can't beat that, and I obviously wholeheartedly agree. And yeah, 100%, exactly. Don't eat a whole cake at once. Take a piece.
Just take a piece, you know, and enjoy it.
You won't choke on that. Well, you might not.
The way I eat it.
Yeah. But okay, that's really good, and that's a really good thing to think about. And again, if anyone's got any points or comments on that and wants us to bring it up on next week's podcast, we will. H, you've got the
contact and find us details. Social medias. So just to reiterate, remember guys, we're on Facebook, Hale-2- The Geeks. We're on Twitter, Hale2 The Geek, #H2G. And don't forget you can find us on YouTube via my YouTube channel, H The Geek.
Yeah, so keep track on that and keep an eye out, because at some point, maybe next week, we will be dropping our first YouTube video that we're going to be doing the top 10 comic book movies. That's going to be releasing soon. I will be editing that and doing it myself. So it will probably be rubbish, but keep an eye out for it. So yeah, that's the next part of this venture. So remember to like and subscribe and share on YouTube and all of the other platforms.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for sticking with us. It was a bit of a rocky start, but we definitely got there some good stuff at the end. Thank you very much, and we will see you the same time next week.
Keep unique.